patio show, the patio show, the patio show is your show. Here comes the best show. The patio show starts now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome out to today's show, The Patio. We're out here today in this honestly gloomy weather. What can I say? Oh, I think this is the second, third, 10th time we have gloomy weather. I'm your hostess out today, by the way. Let's see. Today we're out here in 77 degrees weather, although it does feel a bit cooler, but then again, it feels kind of humid. We're got cloudy weather. We have incoming rain tomorrow. As you can see, wind. I got hair in my mouth now also. Thanks a lot, wind. Let's see, we're getting rain until the end of the week. Stay dry out there, guys. I see that it's going to be sunny on Sunday, so look out for that. But look out for the heat. No more cold weather, sadly. Let's see. Finals are coming up soon. Keep an eye out for the finals week. Your schedule, make sure you check that. Let's see. I know it's stressful, but hey, at least our last day of school is May 8th. So, last day, guys. I'm actually kind of sad. I'm gonna miss all my classes and friends I've made. Let's see. FAFSA, don't forget to apply. That's really important. I know it's later in the time that you're supposed to apply, but it's not too late. You never know when you're gonna need it. I know that. Let's see. Tie-dye event, April 29th today at the Frank Parker Plaza at 11:30. I think that'd be a fun little de-stressor for a bunch of people stressing about finals and stuff. Let's see. We got the pop-up shop that happened April 24th. I saw that they had pretty good stuff. They encouraged it last minute. I'm not gonna lie, to go and whatchamacallit? To go and support your fellow little Huntsville businesses. I know a lot of us are just trying to get out there, so that was a really good opportunity for a lot of small businesses out there. I know Heat Wave happened yesterday, April 28th. I believe there's still some Heat Wave events going on, like some people talking, like guest speakers and stuff. Let's see. KPCA had their last meeting recently. Calico went to their little dance showcase actually at Lone Star. It was pretty great. I really hope, shout out to the people at Lone Star Kingwood who held the event. Hopefully next time they get more people and hopefully it's more known. Hopefully KPCA is more known next semester. We're going to try and promote KPCA. So guys, come look at KPCA. It's so fun being there. Calico also is having some dance auditions for the competition side. But if you want to join the showcase, you can. There's no audition for that. But keep a lookout because I believe for the competition thing, it's May 2nd for the audition. Let's see. For my fellow K-pop fans over there, we got Hype America XAU auditions being held till June 2nd, 2025. Both male and female ages 18 to 28 can audition for singing, dancing, or acting. Just upload a YouTube short and tag hashtag Hype America XAU. I know I did it. I got 3 videos on. One of them reached 1.2K, but only 1 comment. But at least it was noticed from the main person that needed to comment. Hopefully my other 2 videos get noticed. They're at 50, 40 views. Whatchamacallit? 50, 40 views. Hopefully it gets to more, because the one that got 1,000 views was the one that was the worst video taken. But hey, we're gonna keep it going. Let's see, we're gonna cut to Rob now to ask some questions.
Hello, Huntsville TV. My name is Robert Perry, and today I am with
Timothy Stidevant.
All right. And the semester's almost over. Classes are almost done. We got finals next week. What are your plans when everything's over with? What's your summer plan?
I got a nice summer job up in New Mexico. I'm going to be a backpacking guy, taking crews out on 7, 9, and 12-day checks, learning them how to live on the land, cook on a fire, and camp.
Oh, man, it sounds like you're going to have a good summer.
Already looking forward to it.
Anything else? Any other trips you plan? Or
It's a summer job, man.
just all summer job?
Yes, sir.
Yep, always got to work. All righty. Well, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Good talking to you. And back to y'all.
All right. Welcome back to me, guys. Summer plans after graduation. I'm not graduating yet, so still stuck here for another year, sadly. But hey, hopefully I'm stuck with people I like, you know? But summer plans. I know I'm going to Arizona, but hopefully, because I do have summer school. I gotta look for an internship, guys. Help me. All right, but anyways, I would like to introduce our guest here, Brandon.
What's up, everybody?
So tell me, what are your summer plans? Are you graduating this year?
No, I'm graduating spring 2026.
Lucky.
For me, summer plans, attend like I got a summer course. It's online, and then outside of that, probably just tap into some sports during the summertime. So like, I know like, you know, NBA playoffs and hockey will still be going on, and then also Champions League final will be in June in Munich, Germany. So that should be interesting to look for, see who will win out of the semifinals in the Champions League soccer. I know the WNBA season is rolling around. The preseason actually starts this Saturday. It'd be amazing to see, you know, catch a glimpse of, you know, all the rookies, all the stars early on before, you know, their season started May 16th. Streaming on all, you know, ESPN networks. You got like basically like Chicago Sky, you know, Angel Reese and Chicago Sky facing off against Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever, followed by, you know, the defending WNBA champs Liberty as they, you know, try to defend home court against their rival Las Vegas Aces, led by you know, their MVP player Asia Wilson. So it should be like opening day should be interesting. You know, all these teams trying to, you know, one day become champions. So it should be an interesting season.
That's pretty interesting. Sounds like a lot of sports going on over summer. I guess you got something to keep you occupied. Anyways, we're gonna cut it to Rob to ask some questions. All right, looks like we got some technical difficulty, guys. So we're back to me. Let's see. You talking about a bunch of sports. Honestly, I just remembered. I have like, 3-5 concerts this summer that I'm going to. So y'all, whoever's going to those concerts, good luck. Because I know we got in June, somewhere in June, we got Stray Kids. Then in August, we got like, let's see, Big Time Rush, like the 17th or 18th. We got ATs the 17th or 18th. So good luck traveling from the Woodlands all the way to Arlington. That's going to be a long, sucky drive. But hey, we're back. We're going to cut to Rob now, again.
Hello, Huntsville TV. My name is Robert Perry, and today I am with...
I'm Joshua Davis.
All righty, and we see we got a little going on behind us. What's going on up there?
Basically, this is one of our few ministries where right now we're just giving free sweet tea, water, and doing a sticker survey, basically, and asking people about their relationship with God, and just talking to them about that.
All right. Well, when y'all see people walk by, what's usually y'all's approach to, you know, kind of bring them up here?
We usually want to give them a friendly welcome, like greeting, ask, like, just kindly if they want to have free sweet tea or water, and if they're interested, like, get a free sticker by answering a couple questions.
All righty. Well, thank you so much. You know, hope y'all have an amazing day, and thank y'all. All righty, back to y'all.
All right, back to us. I also just remembered, and IFN is having a concert also August 12th and 13th. I'm going to the 12th show, so let me know if y'all are going. But, bombarded. I'm gonna be broke. I am broke. Tell me, when there's like sports events going on and like you want to like go out and buy tickets, like do you ever do that and like you just get bombarded with a whole bunch of events that you want to go to? I know I have right now and I'm broke. Have you ever had a situation like that happen to you, like back to back?
I've always dreamed of like going to a big event. Maybe it's like NBA Finals, maybe it's Super Bowl, or just NFL draft. Kind of like feel what the atmosphere is from inside. But like I still feel it the same way while I'm like watching it like from home and stuff. Like obviously like the NFL draft basically like just ended. Obviously Cam Ward went #1 to Tennessee Titans, like a franchise that's struggling to find their franchise quarterback. Hopefully he answers their questions. It was interesting, Trav from Colorado, Travis Hunter. He actually Jacksonville had to move up to go get him, which kind of shocked me. But I mean that's the NFL draft for you. Like it's always something shocking happens. Speaking of shocking, Shador actually fell in the draft to the 5th round to the Browns. So it's kind of shocked me, but I mean, I'm happy that he got his name called, and hopefully he has a great career, as does his brother Shiloh, who got signed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it's great to see that Deion has two of his sons in the NFL, one for the Buccaneers and the other for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive. And I think that family should be really proud. I know I would be. So I heard you talk a bit about like different sports, but like, do you know any sports that are going on like right now? Not just over the summer.
Pretty much like NBA and NFL. I mean NBA and hockey playoffs going on right now. Like a lot of teams last night put up are currently up on teams 3-1. So they're they have that mindset of like trying to close out the series and move on to the next round as quickly as possible, because the longer the series goes, the more it takes a toll on your body. So they understand like, yo, we gotta put it away, so that way we don't have a long series. So you gotta look at that. Then also like baseball, like Astros still trying to. It's still early for the Astros. Like I know they finally they started getting into their rhythm, but it's a long season and they understand that. So they just waiting for the right month for them to. Usually it's June. Like they wait for the right month to like get to be clicking on all cylinders, and then once they click on cylinders, they realize who they are. So I think for them, it's just as long as they're healthy and whole, they believe they can get back to the World Series.
Wow. Talking about sports, I know La Copa Mundial 2026 is happening soon. For those that don't know Spanish, it's the World Cup. And I was looking at tickets recently, and I was like, because apparently they're coming, like they're having a few games here in Texas, and I was like, dang, $2,000, $1,000, $5,000. I'm like, ain't no way. I know apparently tickets are coming out like later on, like more towards the end of the year from what I searched up, but I forgot what like website is like selling tickets already, and it's like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and I'm like, that's just insane for the World Cup. I'm like, I wonder how like the whatchamacallit? I'm not great with sports. Help me out here. Football.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. There we go. The Super Bowl. I wonder like how much those tickets are, for goodness sake. Like, have you ever bothered to just like check on tickets and like check out how much the Super Bowl is?
I try every now and then. I know it's tripled over the years. It like for people that don't know the history of Super Bowl, it's kind of crazy. Cause like the first ever Super Bowl happened like back in 1966, and
Wow.
the ticket prices then was $12. So you could, if you was living at that time in the 60s, 70s, you could easily pay a ticket and go to see the biggest game of the year. But now, it went from $12 to now like maybe like 1,300, 1,400. So like as a starting ticket, and that maybe put you what in the nosebleeds or something. So like it's amazing how over the years that's changed. But I mean, you gotta think it at that time they didn't have like big TV contracts and stuff like that and media rights deals. So that's like the pros and cons of having media rights deals. Like you wanna broadcast the biggest of games, but it comes with a cost. So like with everything, everything goes up. But like that's it's kind of evolution in a way, because it's like the world's changing, everything's changing. Like everything's gone up, obviously, not just in sports, but just in the world. So that's just everybody's got to adapt to it.
I think it's a yay and nay. I know apparently back then, you'd earn like $2 an hour, and now we're over here earning like 17, $20 an hour. But like, I'm like, but everything else has gone up in price. Like you got rent going up in price, freaking tickets going up in price. Let's see, groceries. Like you used to spend $100, you'd get like a whole bunch of groceries. Now you have to spend $500 and you get like a table full of groceries like this big probably with $500. I'm like, dang, the difference. And like you say, evolution. And when you think about it, like the 60s, 70s, like when you say $12 they had back then, ticket prices, I'm like, dang. When you think about it, it seems so long ago, but it really isn't that long ago when you think about it. Just like I remember one of my professors said in one of my classes, like when you think about it, America is not at all that old at all. Like we're pretty much almost a brand new country when you think about it compared to like every other place. And that always mind blows me. I think that's pretty amazing. But hey, we're surviving out there. What can I say? Gas prices, y'all, they suck. At least I fill up my car with $30, and at least it takes me to Huntsville and back, and I still have a bit more than half my tank left, so I'm happy about that. Honestly, do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, like, so I know it's like I pointed out, like it's interesting for anybody out there that supports women's sports. Like there's a docu-series that they continued from a year ago. It's called Full Court Press. It's streaming on all ESPN networks. It follows like certain players from colleges and stuff like that. I remember a year ago they had Caitlin. They had Camille Cardoso from South Carolina. Obviously she was from Brazil. Caitlin was from Iowa. So like, and then now this year they got like Flau'jae Johnson, Hannah Hidalgo, Kiki Irafin from USC, and then Hannah went to Notre Dame, and then Flau'jae went to LSU. But I like that. Obviously, it's run by Omaha Productions, which is the same production company that Peyton Manning is running. So it's interesting that like Peyton Manning is kind of like giving women and women's sports like the platform for them to tell their stories, because a lot of people might not know their background and their backstories or how they got to the program, what it means to be at that program, what what was their journey and stuff like that. Like you've seen a lot of NFL, NBA players and hockey players and male athletes have countless stories about their journey. So to see like and hear more on the women's side, like to kind of balance it out, like it's amazing to see.
Wow, I'm impressed that you even know about women's sports. Honestly, I know that women's sports aren't really out there as much as like male sports from what I've seen. I really think they deserve a lot of the recognition. I feel like they don't get enough, to be honest. Like, wouldn't you agree? They really don't get that much recognition compared to males, honestly.
Nah.
They really don't. But hey, I say we should all tune into more women's sports. I know I've seen a few clips of like women's soccer, and honestly, I think they play more aggressive than guys, to be honest. Like I've watched some and they like punch them in the face, and it's like they got nosebleeds or like they got a lip cut, and it's like they still continue. But hey, we're gonna cut it to Rob to ask a few more questions.
Oh, just scored. All right. Hello, my name is Robert Perry, and today I am with
Evan Lorenz.
Alrighty, and like I said earlier, school's almost over. It's the last couple weeks of school. How many finals do you have? You nervous for finals?
I'm not necessarily nervous, but I'd say locked in. I have 3 finals, so just trying to, stay in, lock in, study, get those good grades,
Yeah, and you mentioned studying. When's your study start for your exams? So your finals, when do you usually start your studying for your finals?
Yeah, typically a week out or a couple of days. Just depends on the class, how good I'm doing it, what grade I need to get, and different classes I'll study. If it's a hard class, I'll study more in advance. If it's an easy class, maybe like a day or two before.
Alrighty, sounds good. And then one more question: when it comes to your finals, which one are you dreading the most?
I don't know if I'm necessarily dreading anyone, but I think the one I'm most cautious for is my business finance final. Got to lock in on that so I can keep my B in that class. So,
I don't think you have to elaborate on that one. I think we believe you. But alrighty, thank you so much.
thank you.
Alrighty, and thank y'all. Back to y'all.
All right, guys, welcome back to me. Let's see. Well, I should say us. So, my bad, Brandon. Let's see. We were talking about sports. We were talking about women's sports. Again, shout out to all the women's sports out there. Why not go into like movies and TV shows? Are you watching currently any like movie, TV shows, or like any movies that you like think should deserve a shout out there that people should see?
Yes. Obviously, like Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Obviously, they celebrating 50 years of Star Wars and stuff. Like, obviously, the animation, they celebrating the anniversary. So it's kind of amazing that, like, the fact that, like, growing up, like, and seeing, like, Star Wars, still going on, they have so many stories that they can just peel back and just tell, and you be like, man, George Lucas is like a imaginator. Like, he imagined all this in his mind. And obviously for me, my favorite Star Wars was like Revenge of the Sith. Like, I was a huge Anakin guy. I'm still a huge Anakin fan. So, like, there's that. Obviously Andor season 2 is out now on Disney Plus for anybody that has Disney Plus. Like, not trying to spoil anybody, but it's like it's really good. Like, it's hard to find like TV shows like to really latch on to, because it's like, and then also too, I'm a bad binge watcher. Like, I would start on shows and then some catch my eye that's new, and then I start on that and never pick up on the other shows. So there's that, and let's see what else.
I feel with that.
I mean, back to sports. I mean, Formula One. They have the Miami Grand Prix, I think, this weekend. So shout out to them. Like, I know like Lewis Hamilton is competing. He's trying to continue to, stay his go case for a Formula One driver. Obviously, Max Verstappen as well. Like, it's amazing how like they could drive those cars, because I was looking at, the documentary and seeing like how they have to handle the pressure of what's it being like to be a Formula One athlete, trying to be safe with the cars, because they go like at top speed, and I look at them like, man, that's amazing to like control, the size of those cars, even though it's like this big, but it goes so fast. So it's just like, shout out to them for going through that, taking the toll on their body, especially like up here and stuff, knowing that they have to like go full speed and try to win titles for the teams that they represent. So it should be an amazing season for rest of the season for Formula One, and also all the sporting events, and then of course the upcoming movies and TV shows.
That's pretty great to hear. Well, we're gonna cut it to Rob to ask a few more questions.
Hello, Huntsville TV. My name is Robert Perry, and today I am here with.
Delaney Davis.
Alrighty, and we saw you working on something out here. What are you working on? A film project?
So I currently take single cam with Bolden, Professor Bolden, and we are working on video intro takes. And so what we're doing is we have one subject, which is Trey, right now, and we are doing like an interview for him, kind of, but we're practicing different lenses, different angles, and different lighting setups. So.
Have you ran into any challenges so far?
Well, less of a challenge, but more of a new introduction to something. I've never really done work with green screen, and it was one of my group mates' idea to experiment with the green screen, so I'm excited to see how that goes in editing. Yeah.
Well, I guess only time can tell.
Yeah.
Well, I hope y'all have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing day. Alrighty, and thank y'all so much. Back to y'all.
All right, guys. Talking about movies, honestly, I binge watched a whole bunch of K-dramas, honestly. And I just started new ones. I'm like, I gotta finish my other ones. I'm not that much of a bad binge watcher, but hey, I at least finish them at some point. And talking about Star Wars, aren't they like kind of like same or like similar, like towards to like Lord of the Rings? Like not similar, but I mean like creators or something like that, or like is it Lord of the Rings and I forgot what else, to be honest. Help me out here.
Nah, actually, I think like Star Wars is more like we in the galaxy. You know, we got rebels and
Oh yeah,
you know stormtroopers. So it's like obviously there's a hero and a villain in the story and stuff like that. How one it's always the Jedi is the main hero. So it's like you have to understand like where there's every hero there's a villain. So obviously Darth Vader is the main villain, and like that's why I like the older original Star Wars, because it was kind of easier to follow, because I knew about Luke and I knew about Anakin and all of them. I still feel like Anakin was better. Like I know that's probably like controversial here because people might feel like Luke was better character, but I felt like Anakin had the better story, and he just like because he had fell in love with Padme, and he wanted to do stuff. He wanted to always be a Jedi and felt like it was the right thing to do, but the Palpatine got in his ear, and then one thing led to another. He turned evil. So like, but again, like I will always like feel like the original Star Wars series would be better. So that's just kind of like how I feel.
I think that's pretty interesting. Honestly, I have not watched any of the Star Wars movies, so I just know that Lord of the Rings was like, they were like same like directors or like the stories like books with like somebody else. I don't remember, but hey, I think I should start watching Star Wars. I mean, I've seen like short clips and stuff, but not that much. Let's see, Rob, what do you have to say about movies?
I didn't know. Wasn't expecting me to come in here. Hello, guys.
Well, you're here.
All
right.
What was the question?
We'll forget about the question now.
Okay,
We're all on.
I'm here too. Yeah.
We're all here. Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in into the patio. Sadly, this show is coming to an end. I think this is our very last show. Fired.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would like to thank all of the people that talked, and then all of our crew. If you would please show the crew, somebody around here, a pan view.
Show the crew.
Say hi, everybody. Our amazing crew. All right. Bye, everybody.
My mom, my dad, my sister, my cousin, my dog.
Do you feel like you need a break? Do you want to just have fun? Then sit down in that chair right there and let us show you how it's done. Join us for some fresh air, join us for some sun. This is a patio show and we just want to have fun. The patio show, join us outside on the patio. Special guests, bring the fun fest, come see what's going on. Join us for the only show that's outside all the time. Join us and you will know what's going on all the time. The patio show, the patio show, the patio show is your show. Here comes the best show. The patio show starts now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.